Alright, so there's not really much of an update to give at the moment. Nothing new has happened. It seems like we might have less time than we originally thought. Our original date was to have everything cleared out by December 31st. It seems like that time frame might not be as accurate due to the fact that we are not getting any shipments in for the previous business. So it seems like the previous business has less time, which means that we have less time. That being said, any support, any awareness people can bring to our plea, please. The link is in our bio. I will also post it to the bottom of this video. We have our Instagram, we have our TikTok, we have our Facebook. Yes, we made a Facebook. We have everything. Please don't mind my niece's little unicorn in the background. I can't do anything about that. That's just my niece, who is adorable, and I love her. I love her so much. It's just her toys are everywhere. Kids, am I right? But in case everyone wants a little side story of something that we have experienced while we have been working with our community that we, again, love so much. We want to keep this community together. I used to work at a vet hospital. I mainly did the kennel attendant side, but I was the extra hands wherever they need me, for cleaning, for anything. Literally, all I had to do was ask. There was this one little potato, and I always referred to her as the little potato. She was the love of my life. She was a little chihuahua. She was a reverse potato, and she had a teeny little head and then a big body, and it was because she had a thyroid issue. Now, that being said, I loved this little potato so much. She hated everyone, and I do mean she hated everyone. You see this little potato, she is most likely going to fight you. I can't even, like, cherry pick that. No, this potato would fight you any chance she could get. Didn't matter if you were feeding her, didn't matter if you were walking her, didn't matter if you were changing her bedding. It didn't even matter if you were just existing. She would attach herself to the kennel door. And this little potato and I, we reached an understanding because she attached herself to the wrong kennel door one day. She attached herself to the kennel door of a little poodle who decided to throw hands right back. And I plopped my arm in between the two. And me and this little potato, we went on from there. I loved this little potato so much. But unfortunately, due to the pandemic and everything, a lot of kennels unfortunately closed down. And a lot of kennel attendant sides closed down. And the vet side was just picking up and picking up and picking up and picking up. And though it was a brief time that I worked there, I would not change the time that I worked there for anything because I got to meet so many interesting people, like the potato. And I was working one day at my feed store. And I was minding my own business. I was helping somebody out outside, and I had the 50-pound bag on my shoulder, and I look to the side, and then I see my little potato on the street. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, is that potato? And I had to like double check. And I never referred to her as her name, much to the owner's displeasure. I'm so sorry. By the way, Diane, I am so sorry. I always referred to this dog as a little potato, as my little potato, because she was a little baked potato. She was fully loaded baked potato. She was ready to unload on whoever came near her. And so I squealed, "Little potato!" And her head popped so hard up, and she whipped around. And you just saw the little happy stomps. You saw the little happy puppy stomps. And it was just like, it's a little potato. My little potato has returned. And I got so excited. I got so thrilled. Because my little potato, I got to see my little potato again. And I squealed and like rushed over. And I'm like, "Little potato, it's you." And in all honesty, I barely recognized the owner, because that's how it works in most animal industries. We recognize the animal. We don't always recognize the owner. I am so sorry. Chances are we're just going to recognize the animal, because it's just like we form bonds with them. We recognize them. And she's like, "You still call her little potato?" And I'm like, she's my big potato. I work here now. Would you like to come in for a spell? I know which treats she likes. I can direct you to them. And she ended up going with Grandma Lucy's, by the way. It's great. It's a great prank cookie. If you ever find Grandma Lucy's in your local pet store, I suggest you grab a bag and you slip them into a bowl, and then you don't tell anybody where you got them from. Because they are human grade. They can be eaten by people. It's just like a Christmas cookie you or I would eat. The only difference is it has fruit in it, or in some cases, sweet potato and banana. It has fruit baked into it, like the actual fruit on the packaging baked into it. It looks like a giant graham cracker. Dogs can eat it, and so can people. And then after the bowl is about halfway gone, tell them where you got it. If you want to be evil. That is. Only if you want to prank somebody really, really good. Then after the fact, you can tell them that they've been eating a dog treat. Anyway, I had this little potato in my pocket, just walking around in my pocket. And if somebody got a little bit too close to me, she would growl. But she just enjoyed being in my pocket. And I enjoyed having her in my pocket. But it's instances like that, it's bonds like that, that is what we stand for. We would not give anybody anything that our animals, our own animals, the ones that we have at home, our own children, would not eat, would not consume. If it's not good for our animals, we wouldn't be putting it on our shelves. So things like From, Nulo, Raruva, Nala, which is a newer brand, Tiki Cat, Fussy Cat, things of that nature. Woof is another one. Ziwi Peak. You get what I mean. Basically, it needs to be those brands, because those are the brands that are going to be with you. Those are the brands that are well-rounded. Those are the brands that are worth something. And I can't tell you how much those brands can like change animals. And animals' health all starts on its diet. It's the usual truth. Like, you want a healthy animal, you gotta have a healthy diet. That's what we try to make. We try to make animals healthy. We try to boost your animal's health through its diet, through its play, through... You get what I'm saying. point is, there's a lot more to feed stores than you would think. There's a lot more to pet supply than you would think. We just need your help to make it so that way we can still keep our little potatoes and our little fluffle nuggets and our little spicy noodles and just all of our little precious ones in our community. We need the support. As much as I don't want to come out here and beg, we need the support. And unfortunately, time's coming to a close. It's the unfortunate truth. Like, I hate to say it. It's getting closer to the red line than we would like to admit. But we're still fighting. Our fight's still strong, and we're not giving up. Not by a long shot. You got anything to say? Nope. So on that note, catch you around the corner. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day.